What makes a game great? Is it the gameplay? The graphics? The physics engine? What about a game that does all of these? Well, that game does exist, and it has been around for 25 years.
If I can actually hit somebody.
Flash me. You're a little bit at the game. Watch this.
Counter-Strike is an old game, and was released on June 19th, 1999. Wow, look at those graphics. Exquisite! It quickly became a popular mod. A lot of people started downloading it, and development grew. The game introduced some of the most popular FPS maps on the planet, like DE Aztec, Dust, Dust 2, Nuke, and more. After the game's official release in 2000, Valve Software bought the rights to develop the game, and have been working on it ever since. A few games have come and gone, with some being quite a lot better than others, until 2012 when Counter-Strike Global Offensive finally released. As for the ratings, it would get there eventually. This is the first game in the franchise that I started playing, and that was 6 years ago. Oh my god, man, where did I... And with so much time played, I've gotten so damn good at the game. Is there... During my time of incredible gaming experience, I could definitely say out of all the games, CSS is on top. I could definitely say that CS2 is the best out of all of them. The graphics look really good, new mechanics are nice, but according to some sources, the game lacks features or things that Global Offensive did so much better. Some of the older games used to be focused around community-hosted servers with custom game modes and funny rules, but the game has shifted to two big game mode types: Bomb Defusal and Hostage Rescue. In Hostage Rescue, it says what you do in the name. You either try and stop the counter-terrorists from taking the hostages, or try and steal the hostages from the terrorists. In Bomb Defusal, the terrorists try to plant the bomb and explode it, or the counter-terrorists just try and kill the terrorists or defuse the bomb. You can either play a 5v5 competitive mode or 10v10 casual setting for both. With this shift in focus, the community server has been kinda neglected for some years, but if you really want to play those funny game modes like Surf or B-Hop, then just go back to the older games. They still exist. Guns are quite interesting. Even more so in Counter-Strike! You have quite a selection to choose from for your loadout. Make sure to choose wisely, because when you're in a match, you can't change it. Every gun handles differently, which also does make sense. I don't think these would have the same recoil in real life. Counter-Strike also forces you to think about your decisions, at least for a couple seconds. You have a limited amount of money, and if you don't have enough, you can't buy certain guns. Even though you may be a terrorist, professionals have standards. Along with guns, you can also buy utility. You can get flashbangs, grenades, smoke grenades, better armor, or a taser. This game is also secretly chess too, because it uses strategy. You have to coordinate with your team to try and win the round using well-used tactics or figuring out new ones. Rushing sites, buying certain weapons, timing utility usage, and holding back to defend flanks. Or you just play with the nerds I get paired with who run around with knives and tasers the whole game and then die. The gun mechanics have always been very solid. Movement is also nice, crisp, and responsive with no bugs or exploits. The art style for Counter-Strike has always been on the realistic side. While nowadays, things are going more simplistic, mostly for frame rates. It still remains somewhat real looking. The maps have a very open style, which helps you feel like you're in a place instead of just a bunch of closed hallways. Some maps also feature this thing called Outside. What's that? Because there are multiple games in the series, the map style has evolved over time. There's more detail, higher quality textures, and more dark spots for the player models to hide in. The biggest change with Counter-Strike 2 is the brand new smoke physics that they paraded around the internet. While this may hurt my frames a lot, I think it's worth it. You can also feel special from others by wasting your money on things that don't even exist. With the introduction of skins in 2013, everything that you own, being guns, and gloves, knives, tasers, player models, can have a skin equipped, so you can feel slightly better about your life decisions. Counter-Strike is a really good game for when you don't know what else to do. You can just shut your brain off, shoot chickens, and run around with a taser if you want. It's quite a good gaming experience. It's even free! So if you just want to try out what the biggest esport in the world has to offer, then come join Counter-Strike and lose your sanity along the way.